have this tendency to see the best in people. It's what you do. I feel like you saw the best in me even when I didn't see it in myself. You want me to do things that make you happy, but you don't want to do things that make me happy.
What if the biggest secret of the Are We There Yet sitcom wasn't a plot twist, but a contract? After just 10 episodes, TBS made a stunning move. It ordered 90 more. Not because the show was breaking records, but because of a business model designed to crank out 100 episodes fast and cash in on syndication. This wasn't just television, it was a calculated machine built for one thing: profit. And that secret changes everything you thought you knew about the show. Hit that subscribe button, and let's expose the truth. The Ice Cube empire fans never saw. Let's start with the foundation. Everyone knows the show was based on the 2005 Ice Cube movie.
The sitcom Are We There Yet, based on the 2005 film of the same name.
But what most fans never question is why the show felt so different. It wasn't a remake, it was a sequel, picking up 6 months after Nick Persons and Suzanne Kingston got married. But here's the first secret. This wasn't just a simple handoff. Ice Cube didn't just hand over his character and walk away. He stayed on as an executive producer alongside Ali Leroy, who had previously worked on Everybody Hates Chris. But insiders know he did something much smarter. He had the entire main family recast. Terry Crews took over the Nick role. Essence Atkins replaced Nia Long as Suzanne. And young actors Coy Stewart and Tila Dunn stepped in for the children. Then, according to show credits, Ice Cube wrote himself into the show as a brand new, recurring character, Terrence Kingston, Suzanne's overprotective brother. Think about it. Why would he do that? Because it allowed him to remain the face of the franchise he built, collect a producer and an actor's paycheck, and keep creative control. This was a media empire, not just a show. It was produced by Revolution Studios and his own company, Cube Vision, and distributed by Debmar Mercury, the company that needed this to work for its bigger plans. This wasn't just a passion project, it was an act of brand protection. The 2005 film and its sequel were theatrical successes. Handing that brand over to a cable network to make a fast, cheap-looking sitcom was a huge risk. The Ice Cube brand is built on being authentic, cool, and in control. A bad TV show could have damaged that. By recasting the main roles, he created distance. He wasn't Nick Persons anymore, but by staying on as a producer and a recurring star, he kept his hands on the wheel. He ensured the show's quality and, more importantly, ensured he got a piece of every dollar it made. It was a Hollywood chess move. Minimize personal risk, maximize creative control, and guarantee a profit. The cast's hidden formula. So why Terry Crews? Fans just accepted him as the new Nick. But what the producers knew was that this casting wasn't a gamble, it was a formula. What fans forget is that Crews was coming directly off a successful 4-season run on Everybody Hates Chris, where he'd perfected the role of the lovable comedic father figure. The producers didn't want a new face. They wanted a proven one. They needed an actor who could anchor a family sitcom fast, and Crews' on-screen persona was the key to their entire plan. The rest of the cast was just as calculated. They stacked the deck with reliable TV veterans to ensure the high-pressure model could be executed. Essence Atkins, Suzanne,
I'm Suzanne. I'm Nick's wife.
Oh, nice to meet you, Susan.
had built her career with roles in shows like Half and Half. This was her chance to lead a major series. Keisha Sharp was cast as Gigi, Suzanne's best friend and co-worker. Christian Finnegan, a well-known comedian, played Martin, Nick's best friend. And most importantly, they brought in Thelma Hopkins, a television legend from Family Matters, to play Nick's mother, Marilyn. They weren't just building a cast, they were building an asset, a reliable team of professionals who could handle the intense workload you're about to hear about. Think about who they hired. Essence Atkins wasn't a newcomer. She was a staple of 2000s television, coming off a 6-season run on Half and Half and roles in Smart Guy and The Wayans Bros. She was a known quantity with proven comedic timing. Keisha Sharp, Gigi, was a similar, safe bet with a long resume that included a main role on Girlfriends. And then, the masterstroke, Thelma Hopkins. This is a woman who was a core part of Family Matters, Gimme a Break, and Bosom Buddies. She is sitcom royalty. Her presence alone sent a message. This show would be professional, reliable, and hit its marks. This wasn't a casting call. It was an assembly line. They were hiring soldiers who knew the drill, who wouldn't crack under the pressure, and who could deliver a usable performance on the first take. The 90-episode secret that changes everything. Here it is. This is the one detail that will blow your mind. The real story fans never figured out. After just 10 episodes, TBS ordered 90 additional episodes of the show. Let that sink in. 90.
We got 90. I'm just so happy I brought out my church suit.
On August 16th, 2010, they ordered a package that would take most shows 5 or 6 seasons to earn. But why? Was the show that good? Here's what the network didn't tell you. It was all about a business model. According to TV series Finale, this was the 3rd time TBS had done this, following Tyler Perry's House of Pain and Meet the Browns. This wasn't a vote of confidence. It was a 1090 syndication deal. The network gambled on the first 10 episodes. Once they hit a certain rating, it triggered an automatic, massive 90-episode order. The goal wasn't to win Emmys. It was to create a 100-episode package to sell into reruns as fast as possible. Michael Wright, the head of programming for TBS at the time, said, "Are we there yet?" has proven itself to be an extremely strong addition to TBS's comedy lineup. It attracts a young, diverse audience. The cast knew this from the beginning. Reports from herblife.com in August 2010 noted both Terry Crews and Ice Cube were excited about the massive renewal. And here's the kicker. To meet this insane demand, the show operated on an accelerated schedule. Sources reveal they filmed 3 episodes per week. Most sitcoms film 1. This wasn't a TV show. It was a content factory. The truth about the family vibe. At its core, the show was about blended family dynamics. It picked up with Nick and Suzanne as newlyweds, dealing with step-parenting and career changes. But here's what fans never realized. When the cast was trying to build that chemistry and tackle real issues, they were doing it under unbelievable pressure. The show's wiki describes Nick as new to marriage and fatherhood.
Nick has us taking a family portrait. Oh, that's so sweet.
He had to sell his sports memorabilia shop to his best friend Martin and get a new job in IT. Suzanne was a modern woman with a career, trying to run her event planning business while being a newlywed and mother. The children, Kevin and Lindsay, were testing their new stepfather. The show even brought in Charlie Murphy to play Frank Kingston, the children's biological father and Suzanne's ex-husband, adding another layer of complexity. The fact that the family felt authentic at all isn't just good acting. It's a miracle. The cast was in a production pressure cooker, trying to create genuine family moments about discipline, loyalty, and love, all while learning and filming 3 scripts every single week. Let's really break down what that means. A normal, high-budget network sitcom films one 22-minute episode in 5 days. They get a full day for a table read and rehearsals. They get days to block scenes with the director. They get time to experiment, to find the jokes, and to refine the performance in front of a live studio audience. The Are We There Yet cast had to do 3 times that work in roughly the same amount of time. That isn't acting. It's a high-speed endurance test. It means the cast was likely handed a new script almost every other day. It means memorizing 60, 70, even 80 pages of dialogue every single week, not just 20. It means there was no time for method acting. There was no time to find the character. The director's main job wasn't to coax out a brilliant performance. It was to get the shot so they could move to the next setup, for the next scene, for the next episode. The family chemistry fans saw wasn't built over lazy, laugh-filled rehearsal days. It was forged in fire. They were in the trenches together, and that shared pressure is likely what bonded them so tightly, so fast. The fact that the performances weren't robotic, the fact that the kids' storylines felt real, the fact that Nick and Suzanne's romance felt earned at all. It's not just impressive, it's a magic trick. The secret that actually mattered. While the network was focused on syndication dollars, the cast was quietly part of something else, a secret that actually mattered. In an era with few shows like it, Are We There Yet? Centered a black blended family and normalized it. What fans may not have figured out was how subversive this was. It portrayed a successful black professional woman in Suzanne, not as a stereotype, but as a boss. It showed Nick as a dedicated, hands-on stepfather in tech. The show explored the real issues. What happens when the biological dad shows up? How does a new step-parent earn respect? Audience reviews on IMDb confirm it. People appreciated seeing a functional black family, dealing with relatable, everyday problems. Common Sense Media noted the show had positive messages in blended family comedy. While critics called it generic, the cast was delivering representation that mattered, and they still had fun with it. Ice Cube's character Terrence had a beloved running gag where he would mysteriously disappear mid-conversation, a bit that fans still remember. The Terry Crews Bridge fans never saw. This is the second biggest reveal, and it's all about Terry Crews. Most fans see his career as Everybody Hates Chris, then a gap, then his most famous role on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What they never figured out is that Are We There Yet wasn't a random job. It was the perfect, calculated bridge. Crews' backstory makes this even clearer. Born in Flint, Michigan, he had a whole career in the NFL as a linebacker and defensive end for the Los Angeles Rams, San Diego Chargers, and Washington Redskins. He retired in 1997 and took an unconventional path playing T-Money on the game show Battle Dome. His breakout role came in Friday After Next, but here's a detail fans miss. He was originally working as on-set security for Ice Cube.
Ice Cube is my man. He has blessed me from the beginning. He should claim me on his taxes.
Crews had already played a TV dad on Chris. His path to becoming a true leading man was to prove he could do it again, but this time, carry the entire show. His own Wikipedia page shows the timeline. Are We There Yet ran from 2010 to 2012, ending in early 2013. Brooklyn Nine-Nine premiered in September 2013. He didn't just get lucky. He used this 100-episode factory to prove his bankability as a lead. The producers of Brooklyn Nine-Nine even revealed the character Terry Jeffords was specifically designed and named for him. Are We There Yet was the strategic move that made Brooklyn Nine-Nine possible. The launching pad. The show wasn't just a bridge for Crews, it was a launching pad for its young stars, and their careers reveal a lot. Coy Stewart, Kevin, born in 1998, and Tiala Dunn, Lindsay, born in 1996, were relative newcomers. What fans never realized was that this 3-episode-a-week boot camp gave them invaluable experience and set them up for future success. Coy Stewart went on to appear in various other television shows, working steadily. And here's the twist. Tiala Dunn did something fascinating. While still acting, she pivoted and built a massive career as a content creator on YouTube, amassing millions of followers. This dual career path, traditional Hollywood plus new media, was a savvy move that proves she learned more than just acting from the show. She learned the business of content creation. The veteran cast also benefited. Essence Atkins, Keisha Sharp, and Christian Finnegan all added a 100-episode hit to their resumes, continuing to build their television careers. For a legend like Thelma Hopkins, it was another successful sitcom, cementing her legacy. This move by Tiala Dunn is, in itself, a secret reveal. It shows that the younger generation of actors was already seeing the flaws in the old Hollywood model. Why wait for auditions and fight for roles on another high-pressure, low-control sitcom when you can be your own executive producer? Tiala Dunn didn't just leave the factory. She went and built her own. She took the work ethic from filming 3 episodes a week and applied it to a platform she controlled. It's a savvy, modern power move that many in the old guard never saw coming, and it proves she was paying attention to the business side of the show, not just the acting. The real reason. The show ended. So if the show got a 90-episode order, why did it end so abruptly in 2012? This is the final secret, the one fans definitely never figured out. The show wasn't cancelled in the traditional sense. The cast and crew didn't fail. They succeeded. Think about the facts. 1. The 90-episode order was to build a 100-episode syndication package. By 2013, with 100 episodes made, that mission was accomplished. 2. Terry Crews was already being cast in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, a bigger show on a bigger network. His move was already in motion. 3. Creatively, the child actors were growing up, and the family dynamic had explored its core stories. The show ended because it was designed to end. It was a brilliant, cold, hard business decision. The network got its 100-episode asset, and the lead actor got the perfect bridge to his next project. They pulled the plug because the plan was complete. Fans were left confused, but for the network and the cast, it was mission accomplished. The factory's blueprints. The production details fans missed are the blueprints for this factory. The show was filmed using a multi-camera setup, which is traditional, faster, and cheaper for sitcoms. It also featured a prominent laugh track, which was standard for TBS sitcoms, but also a key part of the product. It ensured every joke landed with a predictable rhythm, making it easy to syndicate. The show's format was also a blueprint. Episodes typically featured an A-plot with Nick and Suzanne, a B-plot with the children, and a C-plot with the supporting cast. This structure ensured that every demographic was served in every episode, making it broadly appealing. Finally, the show was rated TV-PG, making it perfectly safe for family viewing and, more importantly, advertiser-friendly. It was designed from the ground up to be the perfect, reusable television product. The cultural impact and legacy. The legacy of Are We There Yet isn't just the laughs, it's the model. The show proved to TBS that investing in diverse programming could pay off. It continued the trend Tyler Perry had started, proving you could partner with a star like Ice Cube, order a massive block of episodes, and create a profitable syndication machine from scratch. For viewers, it offered crucial representation. Seeing a functional, professional, black-blended family navigating everyday issues mattered. It normalized showing black professionals on television, from Nick in tech to Suzanne as an entrepreneur. And that business model? It worked. Today, Are We There Yet is available for streaming on various platforms, including the Roku channel, Tubi, and Pluto TV. It continues to find audiences and generate revenue, exactly as it was designed to do over a decade ago. Critics vs. fans. The critical reception at the time proves this entire theory. Critics hated it, but audiences tuned in. The show holds a 47 Metascore, indicating mixed or average reviews. A review from Hollywood Chicago in 2010 perfectly captured the critical consensus, calling the show generic and feeling like a product of the recently passed era, with a predictable laugh track and obvious punchlines. But what those critics never figured out was that they were judging a horse by how well it could swim. The show wasn't trying to win awards, it was trying to build 100 episodes. User reviews on IMDb show a different story. Fans praised Crews' performance and the family-friendly humor. They liked the generic feel because it was comfortable and relatable. The show delivered exactly what its target audience wanted, and it did so 100 times. Conclusion. Are We There Yet? Was a brilliant business move disguised as a family sitcom. The cast reveals this, not in new interviews, but through their actions and the facts hidden in the show's history. Ice Cube's savvy production deal, the network's 90-episode gamble, the cast's grueling 3-episode-a-week schedule, Terry Crews' calculated career jump to Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the young cast's launch into new media. The show's real journey wasn't just about a blended family. It was about a 10-episode gamble that turned into a 90-episode jackpot. It was a product, a factory, and a launching pad. That is the secret that was hiding in plain sight. So there you have it. The behind-the-scenes story of Are We There Yet? A show that was so much more than meets the eye. What are your memories of the show? Did you ever figure out the 90-episode secret? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button and subscribe for more secrets about your favorite shows. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.